Now, while the Broncos sent the Rebels packing, the fans sent the goalpost into the Boise River. Oh, the UIE baseball team has gone back to back to back in the 5A state championship. Oh. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Alexander Huddleston, and I met up with the man behind the three-peat on the team's success. Coach Franklin made it very clear that this is no vacation. In fact, he called it a business trip, is what he described it as. And talking with many players around the media day, they said there's no personal goals, and the only goal is to win the game. The Broncos' historical season has come to an end after the Penn State Nittany Lions defeated the Broncos 31-14 in the 54th Verbo Fiesta Bowl. Bronco Nation has found their way back to Phoenix for the Fiesta Bowl. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Alexander Huddleston, at the Fiesta Bowl parade where they're kicking off all the weekend's festivities, speaking with a few fans who are just excited for the Broncos. The next steps in the process are a lot of recruitment and a lot of fundraising. That, as Royer says, is when the team can finally strap on the skates and get on the ice.
If you win or you lose, you know, you're at least the man in the arena.
For the IBA Cruiserweight Championship of the world.
Would I do it again? Yes, I would. It was like a rock and roll lifestyle.
Driving over and down Freezeout Hill into Emmett, you get a glimpse of what was once known as the Garden. Throughout the years, it became a major farming and fruit-growing community.
Basically, this was a mill town. We have a bunch of hardworking men, you know, and you know, we're tough. These were tough guys. Tough men work for a living.
But one kid from the blue-collar town was redirected onto another path.
Like my father worked at the mill, and he did, you know, you're not much of a worker kid, and you ain't gonna go that far in school. I think my dad just wanted me to be a fighter.
A young Kenny Keene picked up boxing at the amateur level locally.
Those guys in the amateur boxing were really great to me and all the boxing kids, you know, because they really cared for you and your career.
Keene tells me he went 1-9 in his first year, prompting the athletic commission to debate letting him continue fighting. And that's when Keene said he woke up. Keene made his professional debut in 1990 as a 21-year-old at Hawks Memorial Stadium, winning by unanimous decision. The Emmett Eliminator went on to win his next 24 fights, putting him in contention for the WBF Cruiserweight title in 1994 against Bobby Crabtree. Keene won by TKO.
I was 25 when I got it, and I just thought, man, I'm there. I made it.
Keene successfully defended his belt twice until losing it in a rematch with Crabtree. However, he reclaimed the title later that year. In the years following, Keene accrued the IBA World Cruiserweight title, defending it twice before hanging up the gloves in 2006, ending his 51-4, 28 knockout career.
It's just strange, you know, guys you grew up admiring, and then you meet them, and now you're kind of one of them, you know.
However, Keene isn't the only pro boxer who claims Emmett. So does older brother Joey Keene and Kenny's good friend, Irish Ed Dalton.
One day I was at the gym, I was just coming over to spar for fun, just to get a workout. One day Kenny goes, hey, he goes, you want to be on my next card?
That card kicked off a professional career that in 1996 led to Dalton's first of 5 title fights.
To go out in the middle of a crowd, in the middle of, say, thousands of people, televised fights, whatever, you mean, everybody that you've ever known is watching you. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You're still just like being in a small town. You still have the same friends. It doesn't change a lot.
Dalton ended his career going 27, 10, and 3 with 6 knockouts. And although boxing has seen a decline in popularity over the years, it's locals like Keene, Dalton, and Caldwell's Alyssa Mendoza, who is heading to the 2024 Olympics, who are making sure Idaho stays in the ring.
It isn't dead yet, because there's still a few of us around.
Pull in the clutch, shift down into first, and go wow.
For Emmett 8-year-old Bentley Spencer, the training wheels came off a long time ago.
I wanted to ride. I saw it on TV and I was hooked.
He started riding when he was 3, started racing when he was 4, and we started him out on a Strider and then went to a Stay6 electric bike, and then pretty soon he was begging me for a dirt bike, and we came home with one day, and he would cry when we took him off it. Like, he just wanted to burn tank after tank of fuel, and that's all he wanted to do.
Mark Spencer, Bentley's father, also raced growing up, starting at around the same age.
I would say he's better than I was, for sure. Actually, the first race he won, he dominated and won by over 1.5 minutes and was ecstatic, like he was pumped.
Mark told me because Bentley was a little taller for his age, they decided to move him up in age groups where he would have tougher competition. But that doesn't seem to intimidate the young racer at all.
I'm usually pretty confident. It just helps me so I can go out and kick their butts even though I'm younger.
For Bentley, kicking butts isn't just a hobby. In January, he got his first taste of the spotlight when he was one of only a handful of junior riders selected out of over 10,000 to race Supercross at Angel Stadium. Now, what's your end goal? What's the dream? What's your dream?
To make it pro.
Bentley says the way to get there is through the Lorettas, the annual AMA Amateur National Championship at country legend Loretta Lynn's ranch in Tennessee. The race is widely known as the last stop for amateur racers before they go pro.
He has the equipment, he has the coaching, he has the people around him that have the knowledge to get him where it needs to be. Really, the ball's in his court, how far he wants to take it.
But for now, Bentley says he is focused on being the best regionally, keeping second and third place trophies in his trailer to remind him what he's working for.
If you're not first, you're last. Because, I need to get that #1.
Coach Wright leaves a great legacy with the club, and speaking with the players, they want to keep that winning culture alive. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Alexander Huddleston, Idaho, News 6. Ugh.